Hi friends. While surfing the net, I happened upon an interesting website that helped me to put the magnitude of the national debt into perspective. The link to this site should appear in the description to the right of this frame, but I wanted to share this information with you in a meaningful way. The website is pagetutor.com. So allow me to show you what $1 trillion looks like. This is the sum that's been bandied about so freely over the last wee while. It's a nice sounding word, trillion. Reminds me of an architectural feature like a transom, or even better, a mullion, but this niceness is deceptive. Whereas mullions are those attractive strips of wood that separate the panes of glass in a window or a door, a trillion is a number so large that physicists have a hard time wrapping their heads around it. Tell you what, why don't I demonstrate it for you? We'll start with a $100 bill. Here you go. Currently the largest U.S. denomination in general circulation. Most everyone has seen them, and slightly fewer have owned them. Guaranteed to make friends wherever they go. A packet of $100 bills is less than half an inch thick and contains $10,000. Fits nicely in the pocket, and it is more than enough for a week or two of shamefully decadent fun. Believe it or not, this little pile is $1 million. That's 100 packets of $10,000. You could stuff that into a grocery bag and walk around with it. While a measly 1 million looked a little unimpressive, 100 million is a little more respectable. It fits neatly on a standard pallet. And $1 billion? Well, now we're really getting somewhere. Next, we'll look at $1 trillion. That is the number we've been hearing so much about. So what is $1 trillion? Well, it's a million. It's 1,000 billion. It's a 1 followed by 12 zeros. Are you ready for this? It's pretty surprising, so go ahead and brace yourself. I hope you're sitting down. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you $1 trillion. Notice those pallets are double stacked, and remember those are $100 bills. So the next time you hear someone toss around the phrase $1 trillion, that's what they're really talking about. Now, after seeing what $1 trillion looks like, how would you like to see the national debt? Currently $11 trillion as of March 2009. Okay, so here you go, the U.S. national debt in $100 bills. Okay, that is really impressive, but I can hear some of you saying that it's not real money. The trouble is that while it may have come out of thin air, due to the way our system of banking and taxation are set up, we, the citizens of the United States, are collectively and individually on the hook for paying back every penny of that money to the wizards who produced it out of thin air. Granted, we get to share the burden, but I have one more picture for you. Approximately 117 babies are born in this country every single minute. That's just under 2 per second. How would you like to see the share of the national debt that each one of those babies is born with? And let me stress, this is a tax bill that comes over and above anything they may become liable for when they get a job. They are born owing a little under $40,000. And the moment they are born, that debt begins growing because our government just keeps printing money. Now, if this knowledge bothers you, do something about it. Tell your Congress critters that you're sick and tired of laying up debt for your children and their children and their children too. Tell him or her that trying to spend our way out of debt is foolish, whether it's an economic policy or a re-election policy. Tell that silly politician that the Fed has got to go and that pork barrel politics has got to stop. Tell Congress that their jobs depend on them getting this right, that 6 million people out of work is unacceptable, and that the people truly responsible for this mess belong behind bars. Demand that something be done, because if we don't stop them, they're going to destroy us. Friends, this is a serious message for serious times. Please rate it, comment on it, and share it with your friends. People ought to know the truth of the situation we're really in. Thanks for listening, and God bless the United States of America.